All right, guys. Hey, congrats. Always Be My Maybe comes out this Friday on Netflix. And so one thing I really love about this movie is it definitely checks off all things I expect out of romantic comedy. But at the same time, I really enjoyed how it was very fresh storytelling, and I felt like it was very accurate to like today's cultural standards in 2019. And I don't know if it's because I love all the humor, but also just a diverse cast. But was that something you guys going into this project wanted to make sure you addressed and were very accurate as far as something new for a different audience?
Yeah, I mean, I think definitely, you know, we were inspired by the classic rom-coms, like you're saying, but we wanted it to feel very 2019 and feel like people you actually know today in San Francisco that you hadn't necessarily seen in other movies.
Yeah. It's also, Allie, I gotta give credit to you. As a Bay Area native myself, I love that the movie was shot mostly here in San Francisco. Was that something when you were making this movie, you're like, I wanna do a setting here in San Francisco just to pay homage to my roots and where you grew up?
Yeah, I certainly wanted to. And then I think also Randall and I have always been a fan of movies where the city plays a character. You know, everyone knows that we really love When Harry Met Sally, and New York is such a big part of that film. And so it just adds like, it really adds whole another level of feeling when you watch a movie where the city plays a character.
Absolutely.
And of course, like I love this city so much, you know, so it was a pleasure to shoot here.
I was gonna say, I mean, I wish more movies were shot up here in the Bay Area.
Well, it's really expensive.
That's true.
Yeah.
But for both you guys, just what was it like to shoot somewhere different, like be up here in the Bay Area to use this as your setting?
I loved it. I mean, I thought everywhere you pointed the camera, there was something interesting to look at. People were the crew out here were very professional, really talented. And I liked that we had, like, some sets we had control of, but not all of it. Like we shot in the farmer's market. That was really fun.
Yeah.
Right?
There were like these old Chinese ladies trying to get to these radishes, and they had no idea that we were filming. And they
cameras
just,
all around us, they didn't care.
That's it. And like right before
threw them bows, as you know, classic elderly Chinese women do, and it was awesome. We loved it. Yeah.
And there was one take like right before the camera was rolling, but I hadn't called action.
Yeah.
And someone was talking to Randall and be like, I love you, I'm such a fan. And you hear Randall being like, thank you, thank you. He's like, I have to go act now. It's great.
Also, one thing I love is just the soundtrack. It's definitely appeals to me, and even I gotta give some credit, got some Alice in Chains in there. So for you guys, how'd you decide what songs you wanted to feature in the movie?
Well, I mean, it started with Hello Peril, right? It's such a big part of the sort of story of it, and Randall had a very specific sound that you wanted to
we got Dan the Automator, Bay Area legend, to come and produce those songs, and then there were songs that were written into the script that were kind of essential, kind of throwback songs that meant a lot to the story and to us, and a lot of it was Notch, just and her taste and making sure that the music was, a really important part of the movie.
Well, so like the Alice in Chains thing was, we were trying to figure out what Keanu's sound was, because that's right where before you go into his. So it was like, I'm a man in a box. It was like that. How Keanu maybe feels a little bit like that. Little Alice in Chains into like the Keanu section of the soundtrack. I was going to ask, his role in this movie is hysterical. Like, how did that came to be? Like, how did you guys decide I want Keanu in this movie? I mean, I don't want to spoil too much what he does, but his role in this, was he like down just do whatever for you guys? Whatever. He was super on board. Great sense of humor. Like, he pitched so much stuff that
made it in. There's so much that was improvised or that he had pitched that made it in, and some of which unfortunately we didn't have time for, but. Yeah, he had said to us, like, I got it right away. Yeah. And he had read the whole script, too, not just his section, and talked about, like, the bigger picture of the story that these guys are telling and what his role was. And I thought that was really impressive also. So we are a classic rock station. I'm curious, Randall, Nahnatchka, which band do you think Allie would be the perfect front woman for? Any classic rock band out there, which band you think Allie would be the perfect to front them? Garbage. Garbage, yeah, okay, all right. Randall, what comes to mind? Shirley Manson.
Oh gosh, a classic rock band. Is Sly and the Family Stone classic rock? She'd be Sly.
Yeah, it's like that we could switch it out.
Yeah.
Ali, is there a band you wish you could front?
No doubt.
Not No Doubt. I just love Lauryn Hill. So but that's not classic rock. But I love Lauryn Hill and the Fugees so much.
Ali, also one thing I just kind of want to address real quick, just really for Bay Area locally, is I saw you even address it on your Instagram stories the other day, was the Punchline here in San Francisco.
Yeah.
Potentially might be closing down. They're having some lease issues with the owner, building owner. And so for you as a Bay Area San Francisco comedian, we had a rally recently. Dave Chappelle, W. Kamau Bell were also speaking at. Just for your perspective, just what does the Punchline mean to you?
Yeah, like when the booker called me, it broke my heart, and I think for like a couple days in a row I was like really emotional about it, and I still am. And I went there last night to drop in to do a set, and then if I really think about that being like the last time that I might go up on the stage, it's like I don't know, it's such a special place. That's where I first met some of my best friends. It's where I first met this guy Shang Wang, who's a fantastic comedian. He's the godfather of my children. It's where I first met Dave Chappelle. It's where I first saw and met Patrice O'Neill, who helped me so much. And I don't know what there is to be done, but I just really hope it stays. Yeah.
Fingers crossed, they can sort something out. Well, guys, thank you so much for making the time today. I thoroughly enjoyed Always Be My Baby. Encourage everyone, start watching it when it comes out on Netflix this Friday. But yes, I would love that. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.